What's up, my crypto legends? Right now, there's a lot of confusion in the market. We had the Binance FUD a couple of days ago crashing the market. Yesterday, a massive V-shaped recovery, getting everybody bullish again. What is happening with Bitcoin? Well, today we're going to talk about the probabilities that could happen in the next coming days, but also taking a look at the S&P 500 at a crucial resistance level, and also the DXY getting a reaction here at this massive resistance level that, if broken, is going to be bad news for the markets, guys. So make sure to stay tuned in this video. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in straight into the chart, guys, because there is a lot of confusion right now. For the last 2 days, we had the Binance FUD dropping the price a couple of days ago. Okay, this was it. Everybody's like extremely bearish. And then we had the V-shaped recovery yesterday, massive big pump of over $1,500. And then everybody's bullish again, right? Bitcoin is actually going to go to 30K in a matter of a few days. Well, guys, I just want to explain to you where we at right now. We are at a critical zone. It is confusing for me as well today. The Legends trading community was very much aware on Discord. Okay, it's a difficult range where we at right now. So what I'm going to explain here, looking at this chart, is yes, we did lose the value area low 2 days ago from this trading range. We had the V-shaped recovery, massive recovery here, getting acceptance back above the value area low. So what I did say to the community, hey, right, this is a difficult range, guys, to take some trading decisions, because maybe the bottom could be in, okay, from this drop that we had a couple of days ago. Now, not yet. I am still leaning a little bit more bearish, and I'm going to explain to you why in this episode, guys. So make sure to stay tuned right away. I think that there is a high chance that we could see some lower prices. However, I'm aware of a potential recovery. Maybe this ABC correction from this massive uptrend that we've had for the last few months is ready here, and it's bottoming out, and we are going to see a massive recovery in the weeks ahead. However, looking at the other markets, I do not feel that confident, okay? Reason why is the S&P 500 and the DXY about to break a huge resistance zone, and a bump and run pattern is maybe coming here in the next coming days for the DXY. And I can already tell you this will be bearish for stock market and for Bitcoin and crypto in general. So very difficult area at this moment. People are saying, right, the correction is over. The FUD that we had a couple of days ago was just a great buying opportunity. So yeah, there are Elliott wave counts here that do suggest that probably the correction is over, okay? Maybe this ABC corrective move is over. On the other side, I'm going to explain why potentially it is not over, okay? So you want both of the explanations, of course. We did have this as the ABC right over here. And looking at the C corrective move, one of the main reasons why this wave to the downside, this C corrective wave, could finish right over here at this low is because we have created already 5 waves looking at higher time frames, such as the 4-hourly time frame, okay? Why? Because if we do take a look at the waves here from the start of the C wave, okay, because we did have the B wave creating 3 waves, 1, 2, and 3, and here we do have 5 waves down, okay? This being the 4th wave, creating that flat ABC structure, as you can see, and now the 5th wave has already gotten beneath the 3rd wave low, as you can see here on the chart. So there is a possibility that this C corrective wave has finished. However, if we zoom in on the lower time frames, we can see that potentially this is only the start of the C wave, and we are going to go to much lower levels. And I'll explain that in just 1 second, guys, okay? So we can understand the structure of the market. So the 5th wave getting beneath the 3rd wave is already valid, okay? It's already valid for 5 waves down when you do take a look at the higher time frame, right? So you might think to yourself, okay, the C corrective wave has finished from the high here of this year of 31K, low here creating the A, B wave creating a lower high, and the C wave down here creating 5 waves down, the 5th wave already breaking the 3rd wave. But what if I tell you that this fifth wave is only beginning right now, and we could see much lower levels. Of course, we need to understand that there is that possibility, okay, of this being the bottom. I need to understand that this. I've been bearish for the last few weeks, but right now at this moment, it's a difficult range, difficult decision. One of the main reasons I think that Bitcoin could go to lower prices is because of the DXY and the stock market that will be explained in the next coming minutes. But let's just zoom in here quickly to take a look at the Elliott wave theory from the fifth wave, okay? Now, doing a quick count here, yes, this could arguably would have been, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there locally. The third wave doesn't need to be the largest wave, but it cannot be the smallest. We do have the one wave here being the smallest wave, okay? Could have this been it? And now this is finished. The fifth wave of the C corrective move is finished. Yes, it's a possibility. However, there is also a possibility of this 5 waves, okay, to the downside has only been the first wave of the fifth wave, meaning that this is 1 and this is 2 right over here, as we have created 5 waves. But what if this, okay, is only the first wave and we are just about to create the third wave down, then 4 and then 5 to go to much lower levels? It's a possibility, guys. We just need to understand that it is a possibility. Now, if we do take a look at the extension from the wave A and B for the potential C wave, we know that the 1.618 is a very common extension. So if we do take a look at the all-time high here from this year, which is 31K, not all-time high, the highs of this year. So wave down, wave up here, the 1.618 is round about 23,500. So what if we are still having some more waves here to the downside to create that fifth wave, okay, from the C structure right over here? It's a possibility, guys. Let me just change this into yellow so you can actually see. Is this possible? Absolutely yes, guys. We need to understand that this is a possibility. We never know how far the fifth wave can go. It is important for the third wave to not be the smallest wave. It is important for the fourth wave to not overlap extremely the first wave. So far, it was just touching that level. So looking at the counts, we need to understand there are several options here. Maybe this has been the low, as we have had smaller waves, okay, inside of the fifth wave. However, maybe the fifth wave is just getting started and we are on the second corrective wave. This is what happens when you do Elliott wave theory, and when you're looking for the last wave to happen, there could be several waves inside other waves. So it's very, very confusing when you get to the end of the trend. During an impulsive move down, it was easy for me to understand that this was an A corrective move after losing these lows, and that we were likely going to create a B corrective move and a lower high here, and that we were likely going to claim these lows down here and look at the waves inside of this structure. It was relatively easy, but when you get to the very end of a trend or of a correction, it's very hard to know where is that C corrective move or that ultimate last fifth wave going to finish. Okay, so this is why we're getting a little bit of confusion as well with this massive drop 2 days ago. We got everybody extremely bearish, and then just yesterday having this massive V-shaped recovery, $1,500 pump. Everybody's like really excited. Now let me note, I am still leaning bearish. I do see the possibility of this C corrective wave not finishing yet, okay? You might think to yourself, but why, Andy? This has been correcting now for several weeks. We are in an multi-monthly uptrend. Shouldn't we be getting a bounce here from this level already? Well, one of the main reasons why I'm still leaning slightly bearish is because the possibilities of the C wave not finishing from the fifth wave, like I just explained. In a nutshell, I don't want to make this video too long. This is why I'm rushing here. A confirmation that this corrective move has finished, a confirmation, ultimate confirmation would be getting above $28,400, okay? Because if this were to be 1 and 2 waves, we could easily retrace all the way to the 7/8 Fibonacci, okay? Pivot high, pivot low, right there. 7/8 is all the way up to 27,750. It's a possibility. A confirmation of this ending, this correction ending, is getting above $28,400 with massive volume. Then I will be confident to say we have finished, and we'll be looking for day trade scenarios, okay, in the Legends trading community, of course. All right, we day trade, and we day trade good trends, okay, and directions. Now, it's a crazy moment where we're at right now, because it could be the end. Could be the end of the correction, but we could also correct to the downside a little bit more, like I explained to you with the Elliott wave theory. Remember, for all of those professional traders, $30,000 worth of bonus with a large deposit can be claimed, all right, at Bybit. It's my #1 crypto trading platform. If you do not want to do KYC, because this is required on Bybit, best options is Bitflex and MEXC. There's incredible bonuses to be claimed here also on these exchanges, and no KYC is required. The S&P 500, guys. The S&P 500 is at a crucial resistance, like we know from the last few days. Why is it a crucial resistance? Because it's hitting the 618 from the overall downtrend, from the all-time high here created in 2022 to the low here in late 2022. We just tapped perfectly that 618, as you can see here the last couple of days. This is huge resistance. Now, we can see here on the S&P 500 that there is a possibility that we have created 5 waves to the downside here, right? Looking at the Elliott wave structure like this, okay? 5 waves down, and we have had 3 waves to the upside, of course, with different waves, all right, here inside of the 3 waves, of course. I'm not going to do those counts right now, because if not, this video is going to be too long. But overall, this being a corrective move, let me show you that the leading volume has been to the downside. And this is just as simple as doing this right over here. Spike right there. Volume to the downside. Spike right over here. Volume to the downside. Spike right over here. If you do see the spikes in volume, it is right at the very end of the movement down. This movement up and move down. The movement up is while you are correcting, and the movement up, the volume is going low. This is how you know the power of a trend. Volume going down as you're correcting up. This means that you're likely in a downtrend. Volume going up as the price action is going down. Volume going down as the price action is going up, mean that you are in a corrective move. Of course, now we are in a much larger corrective move here when we do see the price of the S&P 500. Now, like I said, I think that we are very likely in this ABC structure right over here, right, creating these waves to the upside, and that we are very likely getting resistance at the zone. This could be on the verge at the 4,300 points. We could get a little bit more volatility up, no doubt about that. But if we start consolidating here in the next coming days, guys, and next week, this is going to be a clear sign of weakness from the uptrend we've had the last few months, okay? And if the price starts crashing, and we know when a market crashes, it crashes big time and very, very fast. It takes a long time to scale up, but once it starts crashing down, it makes large moves very, very fast. So we just need to be aware about this. If stock market crashes, then of course, it will likely drag Bitcoin and crypto to the downside as well. If we do take a look at the DXY, I'm going to share here the picture of the bump and run scenario. Now we just about hitting that resistance from the lower high trend line that is created here from this price action. If the DXY is starting to have a large move to the upside here in the next coming days, of course, its resistance, it could roll down. It's a possibility. But if it starts breaking the lower high resistance trend line, I can already tell you that this is highly likely to go into a massive bull run in the next coming months. And this, of course, will be bad for the markets and for Bitcoin, guys. I don't want to be the ultimate bear, but if DXY is bullish and starts breaking here some resistance levels for a new uptrend after this double bottom scenario, it's just not going to be looking great for the rest of the markets. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.